Thanks for joining me here on Morning Light. My name is Michael Wolch. You are listening to Classic 107, and it's time now for Birchwood Jaguar 107 Live.
From the Classic 107 studios in downtown Winnipeg, 107 Live for Birchwood Jaguar, the art of performance.
Good Lovelies are in the studio. It's a trio. They've been around for 10 years. As I mentioned, they're in town to perform at the West End Cultural Centre tonight, 8 p.m. They're made up of Carolyn Brooks, Kerri, Ough, and Sue Passmore. And they are in the studio this morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Hi.
Hey, great to have you here. Very excited. We'll have a chat in a few minutes. But first, you got a tune for us.
Yeah, this is called Hurry Home.
Hurry Home.
1, 2, 3. When the nights grow long, birds stop singing songs, and the summer fades to gray. All the leaves around are falling on the ground. I know that winter's on its way. When the cold wind blows, honey, I don't know how much longer I can wait. It won't be long, my dear, till Christmas Day is here. So promise me you won't be late. I don't need no diamond ring, I don't need no fancy clothes. All I need is you with me underneath the mistletoe. Don't need no big surprise, please don't spend the dime. Don't need the mountains or the sea. If I could have my way, I'd wish for you to stay and be with me all through the year. All I need is you with me underneath the mistletoe. I'll sit up all night long and wait till you come home so I can have you close to me. I'll pull your body near, so hurry home, my dear, and be with me on Christmas Eve. When the cold wind blows, honey, I don't know how much longer I can wait. It won't be long, my dear, till Christmas Day is here, so promise me you won't be late. I don't need no diamond ring, I don't need no fancy clothes. All I need is you with me underneath the mistletoe. I don't need no diamond ring, I don't need no fancy clothes. All I need is you with me. Promise me you won't be late. Just promise me you won't be late.
There you have the Good Lovelies. They're in town to perform this evening at the West End Cultural Centre, and they came by the studio this morning. So happy they could make it this morning. I know they've got very busy schedules. They're obviously three vocalists, but they also have they've got a mandolin, they've got a banjo, and they have a guitar, which I have to say is the first time I've had that trio of instruments in the studio this morning. It's normally a classical station, but I mean, you guys sound awesome, especially for this time of the morning. So
Bluegrass combo.
it's your bluegrass, yes. It's the bluegrass classical combo. Well, there's a lot of guys. You got Mark O'Connor. You got, they cross over boundaries.
There you go, exactly.
So let's talk a bit about the group. And you've been around for 10 years now. How did you all meet and come together? Somebody want to answer that one?
Yeah, so it was, as far as I remember, I think it was like a bar fight is where I met Caroline, I think, was it? No?
A chess tournament,
No.
wasn't it?
A bar fight or a chess tournament?
Limbo competition? That's not how I remember it.
Some sort of competition. There was a bit of, yeah.
We were somehow brought together, I don't know, one night in a basement and sang Lo How Rose together. And then...
We put on we were all doing sort of our own thing in Toronto at the time musically, and decided to collaborate, put a show together as soloists. So we were playing these really long ballads of, we were in our 20s. It was tough.
Yeah.
And then we decided to collaborate on some Christmas songs. And we sang Lo How Rose. We sang God Rest Ye. I'll Be Home for Christmas, I think, was one of them. One of those. one of those jazz
Yeah.
standards ones.
Yeah.
And we had a lot of great reaction from those songs, so we thought we'd keep going.
Good idea. I'm glad you did. So what is your background in music? Do you all have the same background? Did you just start playing guitar? Did you start playing piano? Or
Yeah, it's all a bit different. Growing up,
that's a Sue, by the way.
yeah, my dad played piano, and I always sang with him. So I loved singing and did choirs and things, and did piano lessons and that sort of thing. I had a teacher encourage me to go to university for music. So and I got really into jazz, and so I did a lot of singing jazz choirs and things like that, and picked up some percussion at university and this and that, and just dabbled here and there. I don't think I started playing guitar till I was 20.
Oh wow,
and,
okay.
And some of the other things. I mean, I play mandolin every so often. I learned to play ukulele on YouTube a few years ago because one of the songs called for it. So.
And Sue plays the drums now.
there.
Basically, she has like a drum kit that she plays on stage, which is pretty wicked.
Cool.
I went to university for vocal and piano music, and grew up in the same choir. Sue went. We've known each other for quite a long time.
Where's that, in Toronto?
I
just-
went to university at Western, but we
Western.
grew up in Port Hope, Coburg, and Whitby, across Coburg, Port Hope, Whitby.
Okay, all Ontario. So
Yeah.
did you go to Caroline? Did you go to university as well for music?
I didn't go to university for music, but I started taking classical guitar lessons when I was 6. So my dad's a teacher, and he brought home my little undersized classical guitar and started teaching me. I was not a very good student. I love classical guitar,
Yeah.
but it was my dad, so he was teaching me.
Too much pressure. Yeah.
But I kept playing guitar for years and years. I'm really glad that I stuck to it, and then and started writing music in high school and university, and went to university for other stuff, but always played music after school and in the evenings, and that's how I met these guys, was through the scene in Toronto.
You still play classical guitar? Do you ever dabble in classical guitar?
I do still play classical guitar, and
You
actually
do?
I have to say a lot of that technique has served me well in playing electric guitar. A lot of those lines, and it's been. I'm really grateful that my dad brought that guitar home for me.
So you guys play when you're performing as a trio, but also you brought a band with you to town, correct?
Yeah.
You're touring with the band, yeah?
Yeah, this 3-week tour, our 10th anniversary tour, is with 3 of us across the front. We have Steve Zarai playing upright bass, and Robbie Grunwald on piano, and Nord keys. It's a pretty, and he's pretty jazzy keys, that guy.
Jazzy keys?
So it can get pretty jazzy. We go country, we go folk, we do straight up, like, I don't know, pop songs. It's a real mix. The show's a real mix.
And it's billed as a Christmas concert, so obviously there'll be some Christmas songs there as well, right?
Yeah, I mean, we've learned some combination, like we've written a lot of wintry, Christmassy music over the years, over 10 years of living in this gorgeous wintry country of ours. And we also learned some obscure tunes just to keep us interested, so it's not all, and of course,
Not all jingle bells. And,
not all jingle bells, but a couple of sing-alongs that people would know or love or hate. We'll see, I guess. So far, so good.
And you have 6 CDs out, correct? You've got 6 CDs. You had, I guess, a 7th, I think, which was an early EP.
We have a secret 7th that doesn't
secret
exist
7th
anymore,
CD.
except for on iTunes. But yeah, we have 6 records.
You have 6 records,
Yeah.
including you've got a Christmas one.
Yeah.
And you've got a brand new CD out, which you're touring as well, correct?
Yeah, it's about a year old now.
About a year old,
I
yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
that's
Your newest, I
our
should say,
newest,
not brand new,
It's
yeah.
called Burn the Plan, and we put it out last year. It's we were all very much in love with that record.
Still,
it's really fun to play those songs, and that's, I mean, we do a little bit of one of the songs from that album, but it's really interesting to be able to shift completely from doing our Burn the Plan / non-Christmas show, and then moving into the Christmas holiday show. It's really satisfying musically to be able to shift like that.
Absolutely. I
So
agree.
Burn the Plan is a bit of a step in a different direction, the more produced, or what's the difference in Burn the Plan as opposed to the other records?
Our earliest records, when we got together, we were just discussing this too. We had a kind of a swingy, old-timey feel to a bunch of the tunes. Not for all of them, but that certainly came out. And over the years, I think we just started. We just wanted to write what we wrote, and what came out for Burn the Plan was any variety of. I think we're happy to have all the harmonies still there, expressed in whatever way. But there's pop music, there's soul, kind of like that. Don't Hold Back is like a little bit R&B,
a little R&B, but also like we just decided to not think about what our sound was, and just write songs
that
would
liked.
excite us.
I mean, they always have excited us, but this was a different record for us. production-wise, it does sound a little different from the others.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean we're 10 years older than we were when we were writing some of the quirky upbeat stuff, so maybe like a little bit of life got to us, but then not really because it's still there in all the shows. Like
Yeah.
we're still us, you know.
Cool. And you mentioned to me off air that you're traveling with a couple babies as well, which is kind of a challenge, kind of
Spectacular.
interesting. Couple of young babies, 8, 9 months old. So that adds a bit of a different edge to things, doesn't it?
Add some luggage.
Handsome
And
luggage.
Add some time.
Oh, add some luggage.
Yeah.
I thought you said handsome luggage.
Handsome luggage.
They are
Ooh,
very
very-
handsome
yes,
boys, actually.
That's really. I'm going to call them the handsome luggage from now on. That's amazing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go.
Awesome.
That's your side band. Yeah, your
That's right.
sidekicks. So we're gonna have one more song. I'm in the studio with the Good Lovelies. They're in town to perform tonight at the West End Cultural Center. It sounds like it a great show. I've seen them perform before, and I can guarantee it's going to be a lot of fun. The harmonies are great, and a real variety, as they mentioned, with the music. So there's one more tune you've got for us. What have you got lined up?
We want to leave you with a bit of our quirk from the Under the Mistletoe record we put out, a song we didn't write, but it's by the Chipmunks.
Oh boy. Okay. Let's have a listen. Here's the Good Lovelies.
Christmas, Christmas time is near. Time for toys and time for cheer. We've been good, but we can't last. Hurry, Christmas, hurry fast. Want a plane that loops the loop. Me, I want a hula hoop. We can hardly stand the wait. Please, Christmas, don't be late. We can hardly stand the wait. Please, Christmas, don't be late.
Never heard the Chipmunks sound so good. Beautiful. That's the Good Lovelies. And thank you for coming in this morning. It's a real... Yeah, I wish you just could stick around for a little while longer. But you can catch them live tonight, again, at the West End Cultural Center. They're performing tonight at 8 o'clock. They're a quote-unquote Christmas concert, but it's going to be a lot more than just Christmas music. So thank you again for coming in this morning. Travel safe.
Thanks.
And you're heading back east to your home. Well, most of your home of Ontario.
yeah,
so,
you bet.
so that's right. But again, thank you for coming in this morning. Appreciate it.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
We're going to take one more break and be back with some more music.
107 Live is Classic 107's intimate concert series, brought to you by Birchwood Jaguar, the art of performance.